North Texas takes on Miami, Ohio, and that's going to be a 3:30 p.m. Eastern start time. The Miami Redhawks are -3 with a total at 54.5. And if you want to see which one of these free YouTube picks on my channel that I'm actually betting on personally, there's only one way to do that, and that's to sign up for a membership on my website at brockpage.com. But despite being favored in this one, the Redhawks have lost 2 out of their last 4, and they failed to beat Kent State and the Ohio Bobcats during that stretch. As a matter of fact, the Redhawks gave up 48 points to Kent State, and they also allowed 35 points to Ohio in those losses I just mentioned. Miami's also had a tough time getting the W away from their home field, as they posted a record of just 1-6 straight up in their contest when traveling. Now, not only did Miami give up a ton of points in their most recent losses, but we're also looking at a Redhawks defense who ranks 104th in the nation in takeaways, really having a tough time forcing turnovers, not all that opportunistic on the defensive side of the ball. Now, they're taking on a North Texas squad who comes into today's contest on a 5-game winning streak themselves, with stunning victories over the likes of UTEP and previously undefeated Texas San Antonio. As a matter of fact, the Mean Green hung 45 on the Roadrunners. That's right, UTSA. They hung 45 on the Roadrunners, which absolutely decimated any chance at an undefeated season for Texas San Antonio. The Mean Green, they've also been an absolute covering machine this season as well. These guys went 5-1 against the number in their last 6 contests away from their home stadium. And equally as impressive, with regard to the number, North Texas, they successfully covered the point spread in 75% of their ball games for the entire year. And of course, much of that success can be accredited to this powerful Mean Green rushing attack, as these guys currently rank in the top 3 in the country in rush yards per game. Now, running back DeAndre Torrey averaged over 100 yards rushing a game for this season, 13 total touchdowns, and 4.9 yards a carry for the senior. This North Texas offense also did a fantastic job of protecting the football, as they rank in the top 15 in the nation in fewest offensive turnovers. Now, when it comes to the total in this one, North Texas saw 5 out of their last 8 ball games get over the posted number. Meanwhile, 3 out of Miami's last 4 got over the line themselves. I'm going to lean toward North Texas +3 over 54.5. Next ball game, UCF versus Florida. 7 o'clock Eastern kickoff in Tampa. That's the Gasparilla Bowl. Whatever Gasparilla is. What is that, gas? I don't know. But anyway, the Florida Gators are -7 with a total at 55.5. And before even diving into the numbers in this one, I'll tell you what, this game definitely means far more to the UCF program than it does for the Gators. UCF for years have done their best, as the little brother, to prove they can hang with the big kids with regard to Florida football. So with this bowl game here in Raymond James Stadium against the mighty Gators, this could be a program-changing ball game, certainly one that they're going to put in the trophy case. Meanwhile, Florida on the other side, they could really care less about this bowl game. It's been a down year for their program, and they really have nothing to prove by improving their record to 7-6. Like, they already got their recruits. Like, this is not an impactful game for them. And moreover, kind of tough to get up for a game like this 2 days before Christmas when you have nothing to prove. And you've been competing with teams such as Georgia, LSU, and Alabama in the regular season. Just not a game, really, you'd be interested in if you're a Gator. Now, when it comes to the trends in this one, the UCF Knights have played some really good football down the home stretch here, as they got the W in 5 out of their final 6 ball games. And although I think most folks will think about offense when it comes to UCF, it was actually the defense who held their opponents to 17 points or less in 5 out of their last 6 ball games. Tatum Bethune led the program with 101 tackles this year, along with a couple of sacks and a couple of picks. Meanwhile, teammate Quadric Bullard has 79 tackles along with a couple of sacks and 5 PDs. Now, Bullard also has 3 fumble recoveries as well. I mean, this is a guy who's really done a good job getting himself in the right place at the right time. Now, the Central Florida defense ranks in the top 25 in the country in fewest yards allowed per play from scrimmage. They're also in the top 20 in the country in pass defense away from home. Now, offensively, running backs Ryan O'Keefe and Brandon Johnson, they combined for nearly 1,300 yards rushing together, along with 17 touchdowns. They're taking on a sputtering Florida team who failed to cover the point spread in their last 6 straight. And they also failed to cover the point spread in all of their contests away from the Swamp this year. This Gator defense allowed 37 points per contest on average in their final 6 regular season games. And Florida also got the W in just 1 out of 6 ball games away from Gainesville. Now, offensively, as good as these guys have been for most of the season, just keep in mind, they currently rank 102nd in the country in second quarter scoring. So kind of a weird, quirky trend there. But when it comes to the total in this one, 3 out of Florida's last 6 ball games got over the posted number. Meanwhile, UCF saw 2 out of their last 3 get over the line themselves. 60% to the over in their last 10. I'm going to lean toward UCF plus 7, over 55.5. And with that, guys, now it's time for our very quick pick recap, powered to you by my website at brockpage.com. I like North Texas plus 3, over 54.5. And I like UCF plus 7, over 55 and a hook. And with that, guys, now it's time for our shout out of the day. And that's going to go to Ray and Britt Marita Tamayos, who said the other day, really appreciate your Patreon page, plus your videos with breakdowns. Keep up the great work. And of course, always great to see Ray and Britt in the comments section, bringing a lot of positive energy, a lot of positivity to the comments section, not only here on YouTube, but also on my website. So Ray and Britt, you guys have been an absolute pleasure to have on board here ever since you guys signed up. So I appreciate your guys' great, kind words, and I really enjoy having you guys both on YouTube and on Patreon. But anyway, guys, and I wish you guys just the greatest of holidays this year as well. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on brockpage.com. Now, if you guys do end up getting a membership here today on my website, just keep in mind, you're going to get billed the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. So if you do end up getting a membership here today on brockpage.com, you're going to get access to that content all the way through the end of December. I always tell folks in every single video, the earlier in the month you sign up, the better. And guys, if you want to get access to every single pick that I give out on that website, you may want to think about signing up for my board member package, where board members get access to every single pick that I give out on that website all the way through the end of December as well. But most importantly, guys, got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, guys, happy Thursday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at brockpage.com.